Okay, this quick flips preview is for members of our personal CMG Collect Direct team. I'm going to share with you some of the offers that are available this month at Collect Direct that you can turn around, you can invest in, turn around and flip and for profits. Uh, but before we get into that, I just got to say, from a collector standpoint, just from a pure, uh, from being a collector, it's really hard for me to imagine that I've got access to one of the largest privately held collections in the world in the United States and have access to this collection of virtually all types of collectibles, as you guys know: baseball, basketball, football, film, pop culture, comic books, and on and on and on. And I have access where I can go in and and basically buy inventory that I can flip in my business for $9 or not in 98 cents a year. I have access to one of the world's largest databases of privately held collectibles ever. So if you don't know about that and you happen to be watching this, you can get the information at uh, heycollectors.com. Heycollectors.com, and it'll tell you more. But I don't want to go on and on because I will go on and on about it. Let me speak to our team members. The first thing I need to share with you guys, if you've missed this training that we did in our private Facebook group, I think we uploaded this maybe last week. You need to take some time and check that out. Baseball season's here. There's fans everywhere. It's like fishing in a barrel. I just got back from the boys' Sweet 16 high school basketball tournament in Kentucky a week or so ago, and I wasn't able to hand out very many promotional cards, but I was able to hand out around 300, and from that 300, I've already received over 60 leads, customer leads for our business, and it just cannot get any simpler than that. So if you've not taken the time, go to the private Facebook group, check out this video, please do that. Now, let me get into what I want to share with you for April for this month. And I did not spend a lot of time. Honestly, I'm not feeling that good. I only looked at baseball. I didn't look at basketball, football, or any of the other collectibles. I know baseball the best. So that's what I'm going to share with you real quickly here. Uh, just 10 deals that I found that just to me make sense. And at this point is just deciding on which one I'm going to take advantage of. Again, as I wanted to make sure that I reminded you that if you are a member and you have not gone and checked out this video, you've got to do that because you can create all kinds of customers over the summer, different baseball games and sporting events. Okay, the first card here that I want to talk about is the Otani 2020 Bowman. You can see in PSA 9, this recently sold on eBay, or they're listed on eBay for $32 currently. Uh, we can get a Collect Direct right now graded mint or better, which would be comparable to the PSA 9, and we can get that for $29.98. Um, so there's a $3 bump there. This is a card that is definitely worth having regardless, even if you hold on to it, because if Otani starts off the season great, this card's going to go up with all these others for sure. But here we've got a raw card that they are a PSA 9 for 32. You get an excellent mint or better for $29.98. There's a $3 bump that could go higher if you wanted to hold on to that card for a little bit. I believe if his season starts off great. Here's a 1982 Donruss Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card in PSA 6 condition, PSA 6, and it recently sold for $20. You can see in your Collect Direct back office this month, you are able to buy a graded plus, excellent plus, which would equate to about a 5 or 6, for only $14.98. So you got a $6 margin built into that if you wanted to turn around and flip it right now. And of course, create a lead for your business as you're doing that, as we've taught you how to do that in the members section. So that's a really good looking deal right there. This I found fascinating because I don't know a lot about this card. It's the SSPC rookie card, number 167, and they were selling it raw. It sold for almost $30, $29.99 raw. And then they had a PSA of this card. And again, I'm not real familiar with this card, but a PSA 10 sold for $203.62. And we go in the back office in our members area and we can pick that same card up, or at least a near mint with a certificate of authenticity seal, near mint, for $24.98, $25. Well, this raw had no raw, so for almost 30. So there's a $5 bump there. But what I'm considering doing is buying this and really looking at it. And it may make sense to just send it to PSA because there's not a lot of competition for this card. I don't know a lot about it. I need to get more educated. But if a PSA 10 sold for 203, what would a PSA 9 sell for? And if this is near mint, based upon Collect Direct grading system, then it could grade out at an 8 or a 9. What would an 8 sell for? Would an 8 sell for $100? A PSA 8? Would a 9 sell for 140? I don't know, but I might find out. This might be one of my purchases this month. I haven't decided yet, but I really thought this was fascinating. This is beyond interesting. Um, this is a Cal Ripken Jr. 2011 Topps Gypsy Queen Relics bat card. You can see it has a piece of the game used bat embedded in the card, and we can get that right now in the Collect Direct back office for $9.98, about $20. The only comp that I could find that even looks similar, I couldn't find this particular card, but I did find this one that just sold recently in the last month or so for $99. So again, that's another card that may be worth buying and then sending it to be graded and, just selling it as a graded card. Because you can see this was a PSA 8, a PSA 8. So I found that very interesting. I want to check out further as well. This was probably one of the most popular cards ever. Back in the 1984, this was the card, 84, 85, the Don Mattingly Donners rookie card. You can see we have it in our back office available for an excellent plus condition, which would equate to about a 5 or 6 PSA for $24.98. And right now, 84 Mattingly PSA 6. There was an offer. They were asking $50 and they accepted an offer. So I'm assuming it was between $45 and $49 this car sold for in the PSA 6. It's available for $24.98 in the excellent plus condition, which would probably equate to a PSA 5 or 6. So buying this very, very popular card, putting it on eBay, at $52 or best offer, something like that, could give you a really good quick flip return on your investment. So I want to share that one with you. This I found beyond interesting. Let me see what I've got here. I didn't pull in. I did not pull in the Collect Direct listing for this. I thought I had it pulled in. I didn't, but it's the same. It's $9.99 in Collect Direct. And this is the 87 star Steve Carlton set. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 cards in the set. Now, the story behind Star Company was not around very long. They were only in business for 2 or 3 years, and they're not considered official. They weren't official licensed product. They were not licensed by Major League Baseball, but they had wide distribution. There was a lot of Star product sets that were in the market. You saw them at shows. There was one with Michael Jordan that is beyond popular. So they're out there. They're in the market. You'll see them at shows. They're semi accepted by collectors. A lot of people had problems with it, some of the old school collectors, because it was not an official licensed product. They were beautiful cards, absolutely beautiful cards. And when I went on eBay, all I could find was a couple of sets. I could not find any zero graded cards, individual cards from this set. And I believe I remember hearing or reading or seeing somewhere, somebody can probably comment and let me know, that PSA will not grade these cards because they're not official licensed product. At least at some point that was their policy. I don't know if it still is, and I might be off on this, but I'm pretty sure that's what I remember about this particular set, because we had a couple that we were selling at the shop as well back in the day. So here's my thought process, and I'm probably going to do this for sure. There's companies like GCA in Frankfort, Kentucky, and others that I believe will grade these cards from, the cheapest might be $5 to have it graded up to $10 or $12 to have it graded. So let's say it costs me $12 to have it graded. I buy these cards, 14 cards. I'm looking at about, a little over 50 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents per card. Say 75 cents per card and $12 to have it graded. That's $12.75. And the grade comes back in 8, 9, or 10. I personally believe that I can put $12.75 into these one card, turn around and sell it, and I think it will sell for $30 plus. That's my belief. So I'm probably going to try this with 3 cards from this set. I'm probably going to buy this set this month, find 3 that I think could possibly grade out as a 10, send them to an alternative grader, not PSA, and I want to have $12.75 into the card. And I believe Carlton, Steve Carlton, Hall of Fame, one of the best left-handed pitchers in baseball history. I think I can sell it for $30. So that's probably going to be my test this month. One of my tests, one of my mini tests, obviously. So just wanted to share that with you. This is Thurman Munson, 1971 Topps SGC2. I couldn't find any comps on this, but we can, or on the actual card that's available at Collect Direct. But this SGC2 sold for $20. So whoever paid to have that graded, they lost money on it. But we can buy the SGC 1.5 already graded for $24.98. For $24.98. We'll say, Dale, that's more than this. Yeah. Here's why I'm considering this, and probably will go ahead and buy it. Thurman Munson is a very popular catcher, one of the most popular in baseball history. Arguably one of the top 5 catchers ever. New York Yankees fans will say he was the best ever. Obviously, Johnny Bench was the best ever, but New York Yankees fans think it was Thurman Munson, and he had a phenomenal career, very popular player. I like this card because it has the Rookie of the Year trophy on it. I think I can buy it for $24.98, listed on eBay for $33, $34, and take the best offer. Maybe only make $5. The main reason I'm looking at this card this month, and we'll always look at Yankees, is because there's a lot of Yankee collectors. So if they come to my eBay store looking at this card, what other cards will they look at while they're there? This is a really good card to get eyeballs on your items. I will say that again. This is an important concept. Yankees, Thurman Munson, Hall of Famer, phenomenal player, very popular. People are going to go and look at that card. And while they're there, they may check out some of the other cards that you have available. So I like this because it's an eyeball catcher. It's an eyeball catcher. It will get eyeballs to see your cards. So I'm considering buying that one this month as well. I haven't made my decision on because there's a lot of things that we can do this month. This is an absolutely no-brainer. No-brainer. This is a no-brainer. So we can go in right now and buy Kirby Puckett 1985 Topps PSA 7 for $19.98. The exact same card, PSA 7. Just got an offer. It was listed for 38, so they probably accepted somewhere between $35 and $38. When you see the line through the price, that means best offer accepted. And I'll say that right here. Best offer accepted, but they originally had it listed at 38. So I can go in and I might list mine for 39 or 41 or 37. There's no other competition right now for a PSA 7. Get that up, and if I listed it at 38 and it sells at 38, that's almost a double my initial investment. Because we're looking at about $20 into the card. I might list it at 41 and take 40 and double my money. So this is just an absolute no-brainer this month. And I got a couple more, I think, or maybe I don't. I'm not sure. Yeah. Excuse me. Here's Ernie Banks. I couldn't find any real comps on it, but PSA, or this is SGC 1.5. We're right at $25 we can buy in our members area. This is, again, eyeball collector. Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub, one of the most popular, if not the most popular Cub in the history of the Cubs franchise. Hall of Fame player. You can see an SGC 3 just sold, or had an offer for $59.99, so probably sold between 55 and 59. But that's a 3. This is a 1.5. Excuse me. There is a 2.5. Excuse me, guys. A 2.5 right now in the back office or in on eBay right at $40. $39.99. So buying a SGC 1.5 at 24 and listing it for 32 would not be unreasonable. Plus, you're going to get a lot of eyeballs on your other cards. This is the last one I wanted to share with you. I think this is number 10. Pete Rose, PSA 8, near mint. Sold. It's an 86 card, sold for $39.99. We can right now go in and find the same exact card, PSA 8, near mint, for $24.98. Exact same card. $24.98. It just sold for $39. So what is that? About a $15 profit there. Plus, again, Pete Rose draws a lot of eyes. So I just wanted to share those with you this month. I hope that helps. I always appreciate your feedback and your comments. You can put that below this video. And my plan is just to do this the first of every month for all of our Collect Direct CMG members. And again, if you're not a member, yeah, I did put this up here. Not a member yet, go visit heycollectors.com to learn more. And then you can get back with the person that shared this video with you, and they can give you the details on how you can get access to one of the world's largest privately held collections on the planet. Thanks for watching, Dale Calvert. I'll talk to you next month, if not before.